welcome to, or welcome back to Sow Grow. My name is Luke. Today I'm down at the creek and I'm going to do a little creek cleanup part 2. I will link part 1 down in the description and I'll also put a little tag up in here somewhere, wherever YouTube puts it. And yeah, come along. We're breaking out the Kioti CK2610 and the Homestead Implements 52-inch grapple. Come along with us. So this creek runs through at least a quarter mile of our property here, and this is about the average amount of water, I'd say. So not a very deep creek. You can see along here the high water mark from earlier this year. We did get some floodwaters, mostly backwater from the Iowa River, which this creek connects to just about a half mile that way. Sometimes we do get fish, but they're very tiny. Nothing major, nothing worth fishing for. And I thought maybe this would be a good creek for Native American artifacts, but I've yet to find one. It's pretty sandy and not so much rocky, which I don't know is good or bad. I'll keep looking. So right here is the junction that heads on the trail back up to the Chestnut Grove, and then another hill up is where the house and barn is. So we're at the very bottom of our property. It's kind of a 3-tiered property, and it's actually really pretty down here. So I got a comment and a good suggestion that said they would like to hear more machines running and at normal speed instead of time lapse. So we're going to give that a shot today. jerk on the tractor where I broke a limb is right here, and turns out that's all one tree. Dead mulberry. So we'll see if I can tug on it and get it all to uproot. If not, have to get a chainsaw. So we're gonna move back over here, closer to the creek, which is just on the other side of these honeysuckle that are gonna get ripped out. And gotta be careful with this dead mulberry. There might be parts of it that are still alive, but man, it's not healthy. And I'll get as much of this honeysuckle out as I can with the tractor. Otherwise, it'll be handwork. That's all right. It's a small area. My goal is to eventually just get all the honeysuckle and autumn olive out of here, and natives will fill in, and it'll give us a better view of the creek, which will be nice. Okay, for reference, the creek is now on your right hand side, and it's a pretty steep drop off, maybe 10 feet, so I got to be very careful. Right now is actually a great time to clear land. It is October 1st actually, and the leaves are still on most trees, so they're easily identifiable, and honeysuckle still stands out quite easily, and it allows you to be more selective with what you take without having to get out and check the bark when it's all dormant and the leaves are gone. Okay, the creek now is straight ahead. If you like this kind of content, please like, share, and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. Thanks. This section of bank cleared now. So a bit more I can get right here. And then let's see what we can do with some of this too. So this part is clean up part of this big pile. I'm going to take it back to my dump pile way over there. I'm going to put you on time lapse because it's just going to be grab, go, grab, go. Okay, well, I think that's about it for today. But yeah, I got a lot of this cleared along the creek. And all this back here is cleared. And back in here. So yeah, it's pretty good. Some of these ones that are really down here, I'm just gonna have to manually get. Maybe I can get a few of these from in here, but we still got that, so there's no rush. Thanks for coming along with me. I appreciate you watching. If you made it this far, please like, share, and subscribe. It really helps. Thanks. Appreciate it. See you in the next video. Look at these two going on a walk.